Hey guys, so I think really the only thing left to say for this whole egg situation is that holy cow, Jeff, that was really good. You did a fantastic job. And I think that is a wonderful way to just kind of summarize everything that's been said, and it's a wonderful conclusion. And I don't know if there's anything left for any of us to say on that subject of eggs. But I liked what you had to say, Jeff. Sometimes you do have to go back, and sometimes things are a reminder. And when those things or people come back into your life and you recognize that, you're like, God, you have some of my eggs. How are they doing? And then you start reanalyzing your life and those different problems. But I think it was all beautifully said and very well made. And I feel like last week was just a really strong week for all of us. Life update yesterday, I had a relapse and I was out of order for the day. And I sat around in my room in my pajamas. And I tried not to fall asleep all day after sleeping for 10 hours. And I slept 12 hours last night. I'm still not feeling back up to par, but I was so extraordinarily tired yesterday that I didn't get out of bed really. I stood around in my pajamas all day and watched YouTube, and I finished Arrested Development, and then I started IT Crowd, and that's really all I did was sit around and watch television. And I tried not to fall asleep, and I tried to feel better, and apparently it works. I'm feeling better today, but I'm still not back at 100%. One of the things that triggered this all though I'm still trying to test my limits, and I guess that's kind of can be applied to the same thing as the eggs, in that we have limits in which we go to give people eggs, and I'm not sure if we've talked about limits yet, but it's a good subject, so why not? My own personal limits, I used to push them a lot, all the time, always, forever, and I did not recognize that I had any, and I got really sick, and this has kind of been a reminder that I still need to kind of watch myself and not push as hard as I used to. No one should push as hard as I used to. That is just wrong. This idea of limits, sometimes you think that the limit does not exist, and in pretty much every case it does. I'm still trying to find the boundaries of my limits while juggling school, trying to find a job, and Quidditch practice. Sports are so much fun. It's been like 5 years since I've done a sport. I am so excited. I'm gonna buy cleats and go running and stuff. But there is this idea of limit. I think we are constantly trying to push them. We like to see how far we can go before anything bad happens. That's part of like the whole human experience. I think we push ourselves really, really hard, and we see what we get out of it. And if it's good, yay, we'll do it again. And if it's bad, we'll try and get as close as we can to that without anything bad happening a second time. We go our whole lives trying to do this, I think. You know, with school, we try and see how many classes we can take at one time before that's way too many. And then we look at it and we go, okay, this isn't enough, so I need to take more. And it's all about trying to find that balance. And I think we do that with our daily lives. I'm going to eat until I'm full. But you have to kind of limit yourself to what is full, what's too full, what kind of foods are healthy for me, and what's going to make me sick. Limits exist, and they are absolutely everywhere beyond the realm of mathematics. And that's one of the one things I love a whole lot about math, is that it's absolutely everywhere with multiple definitions. And then you have limits in physical activity. You can only go so long before you need water or you need to take a break. Otherwise, your body's like, I'm not doing this. There's a lot of limits involved with life, and I'm currently adjusting mine and trying to find out where my new boundaries are so I can continue to push them further and further away, because accepting limits, that's just crazy. If we accepted limits, we wouldn't go to the moon or deep sea dive or, you know, have 3D cameras. You know, the little things. Spencer, I will see you tomorrow.